Hello everybody, welcome back to a new Transformers toy review. I'm Autocon, and this is Transformers 30th Anniversary Generations Tankor. Now, last time I was watching on Tubi, Transformers Machine Wars, or Beast Machines, just for the fun of it, because I didn't have nothing to watch, so I decided to play it. And I remember one of the cool characters that I like was Tankor when I watched that first show for the first time ever in my life. So Tankor is pretty cool because if you don't know, it's basically the spark of Rhinox, which is a really cool, popular character, by the way, inside of this robotic monstrosity of absolute unit of a brick. Now, we only got this figure when it was Transformers Beast Machines. I think there was like 2 of them. And then we also got it in Transformers Universe in 2003, I think. It's Transformers Universe. But after that, there was no, Tankor, I believe. No, maybe the name. I'm not sure. Not very, educated on all that point and stuff. But then we got the Transformers 30th Anniversary. And the 30th Anniversary started bringing some characters from Beast Wars, like Rat Trap, Waspinator, some from comics. We even got Transformers Armada Starscream, which was cool. Brainstorm from Headmasters. We got Roadbuster, I believe. We even have a Skybite. We had a lot of 30th Anniversary was kind of nice, pretty cool new characters. We got Whirl, I believe, and then we have Tankor for Deluxe-class. Now, he looks really, really, really good, and this figure is still great. I really do recommend it because the detail on here looks cool. I think this is the Beacon symbol. I forgot what symbol it was. These type of robots from the cartoon, I think they're called Beacons. I can't remember right. I really have memory problems. But overall, this thing looks great. The paint on this is really great. It's not like a silver. It's kind of like a washy color. It's not like a metallic or anything, but it still looks good. The head sculpt looks great. You got the red. You got the little mouth play right here. We got some yellow painting like in the cartoon. I wish I had some light piping, but it's painted in the back, so it's fine. You got this, whatever this going on. The paint right here looks really great. The yellow stripes on it, the yellow paint. You have some nice different, it's still a nice color right here, but I just like it. You got some nice here color right here. You got the tracks right here. These are really well detailed. I don't know if you can tell, but those look really, really nice. We get to the back. It's not even kibble or nothing. It's just flat, which is fine. It's exactly like the character. And then you have this gun. You can obviously detach the gun like that. So it gives it a more cleaner back, but then that's not Tankor, if that makes sense. So we just put that back in there, and then his gun's there. Obviously, the gun can flip right back in the front, or you can just have it up. But overall, this thing looks great. We have some nice detail right here, too, as well. Some little detail going on. This thing is really great. I recently got it, 2 weeks ago. So, I've been playing with it so much. It's just basic, but it's just exactly the character. Now, I would have loved a new update on the Age of Primes on this guy. He just looks so cool. He does shoot his missile, so you gotta just push it back. So, just gotta push that to the front and just push it back. Now, it does look cooler without the missile, but then when you kind of show it, it's super wholly empty and stuff like that. So, but for the sake of the video, to look more accurate, I'll just use it without the missile. So, it looks cooler. It's just like that, posing it. So, for articulation, you get your basic 30th Anniversary articulation. There's no ankle tilted or waist swivel. So, yeah. Head can rotate just that much. Not even the 90 degree, but it's a little bit. But it's not that bad because Tankor is a brick, He doesn't really look sideways that much. So it's just fine, The arms do really fully rotate 360. It can go out that much. If you move this piece, it can kind of go out a little more. That's how much they go. They do have double bend, bicep bends. One on the bicep, and then another one by the forearm. So it allows the whole bend, but that's due to transformation. So it's still cool. He does have some back bend, which is weird, but it makes sense because he's just a machine. In the show, later on, you find out that he's Rhinox, actually. But overall, that's still pretty cool. He does have rotation in the arms, which has been, in the forearms and the hands. Well, technically, these aren't his hands, so. For the sake of the video, he has rotation in the hands. So, that's pretty cool. His hands open. I don't know if it's my copy, but I don't know if this is supposed to open the hands or not. But even if you just flip one down, both of them move, which I thought it was cool. And they open that much, which is pretty cool, to be honest. So you use some nice, have little claw hands in there too. So it's pretty sick though. So I just like it. And then for the legs, they can go out that much. They can go back that much. They do have a nice bend. Obviously, if you move this little piece right here, you can have more bend to it. So it's fine. It does have a little front bend, so it's okay. It's not that much needed, to be honest. There's not a lot of posability for this. Well, there is posability, but it's not like on the legs it's crazy, you know? But he's not like that crazy movement in the show. He's more of a brick, just a tank, basically. So you don't really expect a lot of articulation, but you do get some nice poses from him. Like that's cool. You can kind of like, you can pose him really good. So it's not like a bad figure. It's really great. So, yeah. And then the legs do go out that much, which is crazy, you know? He can do the split for being a tank, so that's pretty cool for me. So he can kind of like, you know, he's like, swoosh, you know? But, yeah, overall, this thing is really great, really great. And transformation is pretty simple. He turns to a tank, so, like, not an actual life tank, but a Cybertronian tank, something like that. So, yeah. Transformation... We're just going to rotate this like that. Make sure the little buzzsaw thingy or whatever is facing outside of the body. And then we're just going to bend these just like that. Actually, yeah. We're just going to bend these pieces like that. Make sure these pieces are facing outward of the body. Same thing on the other side. We're just going to bend the arm, the hand actually. And then we're just going to start rotating all this. And then just make sure this piece is showing. Nothing like crazy like it's going to be inside. So this piece has to be out because then it's all going to connect together, right? And then you're just going to flip this piece out. Just like that. And then this whole chest right here, you're just going to grab it from the head. Bring it up that much. And then you're going to go down to the legs. Bring the little things right here, the wheels, all the way down. Make sure they're all the way down. This is going to fold down. And it's just going to peg right here. This peg is going to peg right here. It's kind of cool because the peg is like invisible, but if you look down, you can see the little bump right here. That's a peg, but it makes it look like it's part of the... I thought that was kind of cool, you know? It's invisible, you know? And then you're just going to rotate the legs facing the other way, just like that. And then you're just going to bring this down. Okay, just like that. They're supposed to peg. Like this piece is a little too big, if you can tell. And then this one has a hole. So, in reality, they're supposed to kind of, like, peg. But they don't peg on mine. They just kind of, like, fold in there and they just stay there. So, it's not really big of an issue. And then these pieces, you just push them down because they just kind of fold back down. And then you just push them back. So, it kind of, like, all aligns together if I'm being honest. Like, even if you have them down, it won't let you. So, you just gotta, like, push them front and then it'll just kind of peg in there. And then these little tabs, like I mentioned them before, are going to tab right here. And then the legs have some tabs that are going to tab right here in the waist. So it's pretty solid. And then we're just going to bring this down. Boom, boom, boom. Just make sure everything's tabbed in there nice correctly and everything. And then we just bring this up. Just like that. And then make sure everything's tabbed in there. And there you have Tankor in his tank mode, which is not bad. It's still pretty good. I do like it. It looks accurate to the show. That's what Tankor was. He literally just lays down and then turns into a tank, which is fine by me. It looks great, you know. His little tank mode is fine. His head being visible is still part of the show. Like that's his style, if that makes sense. That's Tankor, you know? Like, if you see a truck, you think it's Optimus Prime. If you see a plane, you think it's Starscream. If you see this weird tank with his head outside, literally right there, you think it's Tankor. So it's actually pretty accurate. And obviously, you can just put the thing missile here. It's literally hard, but you gotta make sure it's going in there. That little claw right there. That's how it does the whole thing. So... yeah, that's Tankor. And then transforming him back is super simple, but it's still very effective. Like, I really do love transforming him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It makes you want to get the Rat Trap or the thrilling anniversary 30th anniversary what's it called, Rhinox. But I heard that he has some issues where it keeps falling off, so I don't know, I'm very scared to get it and stuff like that. Maybe the Rat Trap, it looks interesting, even though I have the core class from Kingdom, Transformers Kingdom. But yeah, this thing is super good. I got him for 30 bucks on eBay, basically a deluxe class nowadays. Deluxe used to be $20, I believe, when he came out, so, or 22 or something like that. So here's some scaling with Voyager, Optimus Prime, Commander Class Optimus Prime. And then where did I leave my... Oh, here it is. G1 Optimus Prime. And then who else? Oh, one of my favorites, Shatterglass Rodimus, or Hot Rod, or whatever. But overall, it's a pretty good scale. I do hope that Age of the Primes hits Tankor again. I would have liked a more bulkier and larger price point Tankor. Similar, you know, some minor bugs that they could fix or would be nice is just this hollowness. This is crazy, you know, but you don't really see it from the front. But when you turn it to the side, you're just like, damn, you can, you know, like, you know, there's some stuff like that. Ankle tilted, I wouldn't mind if it doesn't have it. He doesn't really need the ankle tilted, in my opinion. It's like whatever, if he does or not. If he does, happy. If not, then I would still like the figure. I just wish there was a bigger version, bulkier, and that has the little, this thing is not hollow right there. But other than that, I really do like this figure. I do recommend him. I found him on eBay for $30. Since it's old, you'll probably be getting it at most 40 bucks. So yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you.